Now, you may have been there, you might have watched it from home, but the Breakers put on a phenomenal performance to clinch Game 4 at home and force a decider in Sydney on Wednesday.
And we're going to Game 5. Buckle up, Sydney. You're going to get the game you didn't want.
So, can they keep up the momentum and claim their first title since 2015? We're joined now by Breakers Chief Executive Matt Walsh. Morning, Matt. You were there courtside when it was all going down. Can you talk me through the emotions of that last night?
Yeah, good morning. Thanks for having me. I'm not sure it quite set in. I had a hard time keeping it together last night. It's obviously been a tough 2 years for the club, being on the road. And to see Modi and Tom and Rob and the guys, Will McDowell-White, who've been through it the last few years, and to see almost 10,000 people there cheering us on, it felt really good.
Have you been surprised with the turnout for those games at Spark Arena, considering the last few years, the turmoil of dealing with COVID, finishing last at one point, and then having that support come back last night?
It's been amazing. I don't know if surprised is the right word. I think we're just grateful. Last night was a sporting event like I've never been to. I mean, the energy in Spark Arena, the fans getting behind us in a game that we had to win. Just very grateful. When we built this team, we set out to build a team that New Zealanders could really be proud of and really resonate with. And I think the toughness, I think the grit, I think everything we've been through the last 2 years has translated into being a really tough team this year.
Usually we'll talk to a player or coach after these sorts of games and, ask how the celebrations were, and they'll say, very much kept a lid on things, we've got to focus. You're the chief executive, so you're probably allowed a couple more drinks to celebrate. Did you have a bit of a party last night, or are you very much eyes still on the prize?
No, I think last night was more about a celebration of the event, celebration of, getting our fan base back. We still have work to do, and that's the reality. It's 2-2. So I don't think we're so much celebrating the win, but celebrating the fact that our season goes on. But I did have a few ouzos at El Greco, my local spot over on the shore. So if I sound a bit dusty, it may be true.
You sound all right. You've got the cap on, which is probably a wise choice. It's been a pretty tumultuous time since you took over this club, Matt. The last 5 years, you've had the odd scandal, not playing well on court. Do you think this has been the culmination of sort of learning the lessons along the way to be where you are now in a grand final, Game 5?
Yeah, I think last night seeing Spark Arena full, like I said, of 10,000 people or so, was always the vision we had when we purchased the club from the Blackwells. We wanted to elevate the game day experience, to bring an NBA feel here. And yeah, it's not always easy, but who would have thought we'd go through 2 years of COVID living on the road? And I certainly think that we've learned from our mistakes and we've kept our eye on the prize. And last night did feel like all that hard work coming to a head.
You talk about wanting to have an NBA feel. Is there an NBA feel about Coach Modi Maor? How good is he?
He's been great. The whole staff's been amazing. This is the most proud of any team I've ever been a part of as a player, as an executive. And watching Modi and the way the players react to him. Last night you could see they were playing for the guy next to them, and they really didn't want the season to be over, which was great. So yeah, I think Modi's going to be able to coach wherever he wants in the future, whether that's NBA, whether that's EuroLeague. Hopefully it's here for at least a few more years, but I certainly think he has an NBA future if that's what he wants.
Of course, Jarrell Brantley, Barry Brown Jr., they'll take the plaudits after playing so well, but could you just perhaps describe for me why Tom Abercrombie is so important to this team? He was there when the Breakers last won a championship in 2015. That's a long time between drinks.
Tom's the best. Tom's the ultimate partner. When we first bought the team and I shared my vision, he's been there side by side with me. He's been there supporting us. He's always been the voice of reason. He's always been the calm on the court, and he played amazing last night. I was so happy for him. He had some big buckets in the fourth quarter, but his defense carries us. And he's, in all my years of basketball I've been playing since I was very young, he's the best captain and one of the best people I've ever had a chance to be around. So I'm very grateful to Tom Abercrombie.
It's been one heck of a journey so far, and hopefully there's another chapter yet to be written on Wednesday night against the Kings. Go well. We'll speak to you hopefully after some celebratory ouzos on Wednesday night, perhaps. Matt Walsh from the Breakers, thanks for joining us.
Thanks.